This is our 21st year, our 20th walk, and this is the formal virtual welcome to Arlo Guthrie's historic garbage trail walk to Massacre HD.
Howdy, we're gonna go for a ride.
If you actually were doing the walk, you would have been driven here to Theresa's by one of our volunteer drivers who owns a vintage VW microbus. They've been around for a long time with us. We thank Jim DiGennaro for organizing it, but they drive you from the church up here to the site of Alice's. You would have been driven here in the bus, and you would have had your complimentary breakfast provided by Joe and Theresa Joe, the current owners, and then you would begin the walk right from here.
Thanks for the coffee, by the way. You're welcome. So, this is a long time ago that I was hanging out here. How did you guys end up here?
Well, Theresa worked for the gentleman that owned it at the time, and
30 years ago.
And he wanted to move on, but she didn't. And 30 years later, here we are.
Still there.
Wow.
Yep.
The Guthrie Center is named after Arlo's parents, Woody and Marjorie Guthrie. Woody's whole life was touched by Huntington's disease, first as a young carer to his mom, and then him walking his own road with HD. After Woody passed, Marjorie began to organize families touched by HD, and began to organize families from her kitchen in Brooklyn, New York. And in the subsequent 54 years, this now movement has grown to where there are lay Huntington's disease associations in about 60 countries, and it's continuing to grow. The one in Cyprus in the Eastern Mediterranean launched last year. If you don't want to do all 6 miles of the course, our volunteer drivers are always circling around, and if you just want to bail or you've had enough, just give them the high sign and they'll take you back to the church where you can await the arrival of the other walkers. A little bit about the funds we raise. We focus the money you all raise with us for other charities, usually smaller and newer, that provide some kind of service to families touched by Huntington's disease. Over 20 years, the list is long, but here are some quick examples. For many years, we gave to a care home in Venezuela. There's a high concentration of people with Huntington's disease in Venezuela, and the care home took care of them, and it was even more of a refuge or a shelter than a care home in many ways. They live in extreme poverty. We've given to the Rochester, upstate New York chapter of HDSA to keep their summer camp going, which is for adults who are living with Huntington's disease. We've given to HDYO, which stands for Huntington's Disease Youth Organization in their early years, which is an organization that serves young people from HD families all around the world in many different ways. And on the science end, we've given to the UMass Memorial Medical Center with funds earmarked for the lab of Dr. Neil Aronin, who's doing cutting-edge research in a quest for a cure for Huntington's disease. You will be shocked if you've actually been here and heard me speak before. You will be really stunned that we are going to leave here on time. So, I'm sending you on your way with the official garbage trail. You're out of here.
Thanks, Jim.
The walk is about a 6-mile route. It has a, quote, water stop about every mile. The first stop is the police officer station, or the Stockbridge Police Station, where you will be greeted by the chief. You'll be greeted by John and Reg Clays, who, if you would like, have a nice little souvenir card of which they will put your fingerprints on. So you can be fingerprinted if you choose. And you can stand behind the jailhouse door, looking through the bars, and be photographed, which is part of the Alice's Restaurant saga.
Sign right here, please.
The second stop is on to the one-time former Stockbridge Town Dump that was infamously closed on Thanksgiving, where you'll be, well, over the years we've had the notorious dump divas, and later on we've had Sarah Lee Guthrie's musical collective, the Hopa Machine, who are there to greet you and host you.
Taking the whole thing. I'm stealing the sign. Okay. Like the old days, except it's going the other way. Let's get out of here
All right.
before the cops come.
The next stop is the ice cream stop. You'll still notice there's not a lot of water involved yet. The ice cream stop, where Miles Buchanan and his brother Rick and their extended family will scoop you an ice cream.
Wow. Hey, do we got real ice cream?
This is the stop they all love. I mean, they like the
I'm
pickle
loving
stop. Even they like the pickle stop too. My daughter's just favorite is the pickle stop because she can't eat ice cream. We gotta give her some ice cream here. I gave Chief Wilcox one year 2 scoops. I told him, remember my name is Miles in case I get stopped. He was funny. He was good.
Thank you, Ben and Jerry's, too, for years and years of helping us out with this. And, yeah.
The next stop is the pickle stop. Now, there you'll be offered a pickle.
I don't want a pickle. I don't want to stop the pickle stop.
Whether you want the pickle or whether you prefer to just ride your motorcycle, frankly, that's up to you. You'll be greeted by Loretta in her pickle costume, and she'll send you on the way to the next stop. The next stop is down to the old Soul Tube station in Housatonic, and there you'll be greeted by Annie Guthrie and the folks from Rise and Sun Records, and they've always got something going on for you, and something for you.
Good. What do you got?
Well, I heard you didn't want a pickle.
I don't want a pickle. This
So-
is the pickle stop?
This is not the pickle stop. This
Oh,
is it.
good.
If you pass the pickle stop, you get the I don't want a pickle bag.
It's good, because I didn't really want a pickle.
Well, we got some microbus keychains.
Oh, can I have one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you want to be an official member of the Group W bench?
Of course. Who'd have thunk?
Here's some water too.
This looks like one of those things you get in a doctor's office.
It might be.
Here's to ya.
The next and final stop is AmeriGas Gas Company office. There's a stop there, and then you continue on to end the walk at the church, the Guthrie Center, the site of the Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat in 1965. Welcome to the last stop on the route. This is the AmeriGas Gas Company office. Their staff is usually here with water, candy, usually something else.
Wait a minute. How did you get here when we just saw you somewhere else?
It's some magic with this guy with video shit. I don't know, man. Some crazy virtue. Who knows?
Unless you're a clone or an imitation or an alien
You
or
know
something.
you're more metaphysical than me, man. You would understand it better.
I'm just saying, we saw you.
Just saying.
And now
Okay.
we're seeing you again. And we didn't stop.
I know you didn't intend to shame me, but message received.
Okay.
And that's it. This is the last stop in the way. You're going home to the church, where you will be welcomed by music by one of the extended Guthrie family and their network of musical friends, and a lunch. We have sandwiches and soup and all, and just you've never been with us. You'll be, and people who have will know that you're going to get the feeling of you're coming home, because over the last 21 years, this has kind of grown to this big, warm, extended family. So off you go to the church.
I'm looking forward to it myself. What'd you say? Sandwiches?
Sandwiches,
Stuff to eat, in other words.
soup, and cookies.
I'm in. Okay,
And it's free.
we'll see you there. Have fun.
The very last thing you do as you come back to the church, you'll be probably greeted by me, who will have you sign in that you've walked the walk or participated in the walk. And then we save these, and for many, and people come back year after year and look for their signatures. If you'd like to donate, there's information here later in this video. We're really grateful. We're grateful for all the money you've given us over the years. We're grateful for all the walkers and the people who pledged to them, and our volunteers for raising it. If you'd like to give to us to give these causes, we'd be grateful.
I lived in a place called Whiskey. I had a little girl in a holler tree. I said, little girl, it's plain to see there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Ain't nobody that can sing like me. She said it's hard for me to see how one little boy got so ugly. Yes, my little girlie, that might be. And there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Ain't nobody that can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key. Way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. I walked down by the Buckeye Creek to see the frog eat the goggle-eyed bee. I listen to the west wind whistle to the east, and there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Ain't nobody that can sing like me. Oh, my little girlie, will you let me see? Way over yonder where the wind blows free, and nobody can see in a holler tree. And there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Ain't nobody that can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key. Way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. Her mama cut a switch from the cherry tree and laid it on to she and me. It stung lots worse than a hive of bees. And there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Ain't nobody that can sing like me. I have walked a long, long way. I still look back to my Tanglewood days. I've led lots of girls since then to stray, saying